guys, it's Agnes here, and this is Chatty with Aggie again. I just thought I'd make a quick video while eating this big, huge bowl of pasta. It's leftovers that I made for my fiance, and he didn't really like it that much, so he didn't eat much. So I have more for me. Well, I guess this could kind of be like a mukbang. It's bow tie pasta that I've had honestly for years in my pantry. I finally broke into it because it's hard to find pasta right now, you guys. And if I do, I didn't know. And I just grabbed 2 boxes. I grabbed an angel hair and a linguine because that's all they had at the store one time I went. And they're like, nope, you can't have both. And I was like, what? So which one do you think I chose? I chose the linguine. I mean, angel hair is good, but it's like too light, you know? Like when you eat pasta, you want that, like, which is probably not good, but you want that kind of like heavy feeling in your stomach, and the angel hair is just kind of too light. I guess because of the egg whites or lack of egg yellow, the yolk or whatever. Anyways, today I just got done with church. That's why I'm kind of like dressed up, even just for online, but it was awesome. The sermon was about compassion. I'm not saying that like I don't know that like it was just awesome to just have a time of like worshiping God through this like difficult time and just focusing your attention on God. Because I feel like when you focus on God, it just kind of takes your perspective in a different direction, and I don't know, just kind of takes you outside of yourself for a second, which I think is really important for this time. Well, anyway, we talked about compassion and how it's important for Christians to be compassionate during this time and not just be self-centered, because the Bible talks about that a lot. So I'm sure you guys have figured out by now I'm a Christian, actually a very serious Christian. So if that is something that you like about me, great. If that's something that you don't like about me, understandable too. I've met all different kinds of people. But now as I get older, just Christianity becomes a much more important part of my life. Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to talk about like religion and the Bible and all that kind of stuff, like I'm so down for that. Like I love talking about spiritual stuff. And the Bible and stuff like that. So if you guys want to do that, I love that. But yeah, I don't get enough of that in my life for whatever reason. But if you guys are interested how I made this pasta, it's so easy. Really delicious. It's not really cooking. It's mostly just like throwing things together. But what I did was I just got some oil in a pan, crushed some garlic in there, fresh garlic, and then sliced up some onions into like small pieces, not like dice, but just small slices. Um, kind of like looking like this. And then fried that up until the onion was, pretty much cooked. And then this is actually sweet Italian sausage from Trader Joe's. So then I fried this up. I think I like pushed the garlic and onion to the side and fried up the sausage. And then after everything was kind of cooked to my liking, actually, sorry, I think I fried the sausage first because I didn't want to like mess up the time of cooking the vegetables because of the sausage. So I fried up the sausage first, and I made sure that they were like nice and well cooked, like browned like that. And then I put the sausage to the side, like outside of the pan. And then I fried up um, onion and garlic in the same pan in oil. And when that was cooked well enough, I put the sausage back in. And it's kind of like a deep frying pan, kind of like a skillet, I guess. And then I put a whole jar of Rayo's pasta sauce. Rayo's sauce is so good, you guys. It's like so oily, but so good. So I don't really allow myself to have it much, and I can't have it that much anymore anyway, because I was down to 2 jars at that point. So now I have 1 jar. But Rayo's is so good. The whole jar in there. Let it simmer. And then covered it, let it simmer to kind of cook through to the sausage and like just get all the flavors together and like finish cooking the onions. And then yeah, I just took bow tie pasta, cooked it in boiling water until it was, to my liking, which is like a little bit al dente. Threw pasta, sauce, couple sausages. And then this is my little thing that I like to do at the end. You can't really see it because this is leftovers, but let me see if I can find a little bit. Now it's kind of mixed in. This is literally the best I could do. You could kind of see that maybe it's like a little bit creamy, and that's sour cream. I just put a dollop of sour cream on the top. And Rayo's pasta is super delicious, but it's a little bit acidic because it's tomato and it's very rich. It's a little bit rough to the palate sometimes, and could be to your stomach as well. Oh, here's one with like a good representation. I don't know if you could kind of see. It's kind of creamy looking. It's sour cream. So I just put a dollop of sour cream, and then as you're like mixing, around eating and like dipping your sausage and stuff like that, yeah, it kind of mixes around and turns it into kind of like a creamy taste. But like if you put a dollop, then you can have like creamy pasta whenever you want it, or you can have like just tomato sauce pasta whenever you want it. So I'm getting full, so I'm gonna put this down for a second. Yeah, so that's just what I've been eating today. Super hungry. But today, I hope you guys are doing well. I did not film or upload yesterday because yesterday was kind of like a little bit of a tougher day for me. Like, I just didn't want to do anything. It was just one of those days. And I have these days, quarantine or not, where I just literally wanted to be in bed and like not do anything. Part of it was because like my back was kind of hurting, and so I just wanted to like be on the heating pad. Plus it was like, I don't know about where you're living, but it was so cold. It was so cold yesterday. It was just like, do you guys ever have like those days where like you open the blanket and it just feels like an air conditioner is like blowing through like a wind, like a chilly wind into your body, and you're like, oh, it was just like slap, slap, slap. And sometimes it's just like, your body kind of getting used to, waking up and like warming up and stuff like that. But man, it just felt relentless yesterday. It was just like, like chills, 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 slapping me, on my arm, on my face, my neck, anywhere that I dared to like not have in the blanket. So I stayed in bed way too long yesterday. And also yesterday I had like a full day off. I didn't have like any students or anything or any meetings. So yeah, I think just mentally I was like, you don't have to do anything today. But I did. I had to go to the bank because, it's the end of the month, which means, time to pay the bills. And yeah, so I went to the bank, which just the idea of going to the bank or looking at my bank account right now is just not the best. I know that I'm not the only one that feels that way right now. It's just business and industry is just it's just down. It's down, and I'm getting hit, and everyone's, you know, I think feeling it to some degree. Not maybe not everyone, but some businesses are thriving right now. Like for example, one of my friends works in the indoor fitness industry, like selling like home gym equipment, and that business is going great. So that's doing well. Obviously, grocery stores. I'm sure Jeff Bezos is doing well with Amazon right now. I'm definitely still ordering from Amazon. I would say even more. And yeah, this and that. But otherwise, it's just, I think everyone's feeling at least a little bit, or a lot of people are feeling at least a little bit insecure right now financially. So whenever that happens, I don't know about you guys, but just, I don't want to look at my bank account. I don't even want to like think about the bank. I just don't want to think about anything. But I'm responsible for all our household expenses, so we're taking care of those. So yeah, I'm just working on that. So that was whatever's. But I went to the bank and got my business done, and then went to Trader Joe's, because Trader Joe's, the Monrovia Trader Joe's that I'm always like screaming about, is in the same plaza as the bank. So I went to Trader Joe's, and this time I stood in line, which was cool. And there was this family in front of me. It was two women. I think it was like a mother, a grandmother, and then like a daughter and a son. And they didn't have masks on, and they were just like kind of loud, and um especially like the little boy, he was so loud. And I was right behind them, so I saw all his loudness. I had to wait at least 15 minutes, I think, outside. And then once we got in the store, he was just like running around the store, like screaming inside, because there's lots of space, because you have to stand in line, because like they're letting some people in as some people go out. So there's lots of space. So he's just running around and screaming and saying, "Oh my gosh, they have this! Oh my gosh, can I get that?" And I was just like, "Oh, this kid is so annoying." And then I just stopped for a second. I was like, you know what? Why is he acting like this? He's acting like this because he is cooped up at home, um, hours and days and weeks at this point on end. And his mom and grandma finally said, "Hey, let's go out. Let's get some groceries together." And he just felt so free, and he was seeing people, and he was seeing products on the shelves. Trader Joe's, like, I don't know how they got their game back together. I think maybe it's because of the making people stand in line, and like limiting quantities of items and stuff, but their shelves were stocked. The only thing that I saw missing were like a couple of like my favorite items. Like I really like their Middle Eastern flatbread, and I never let myself buy it, but I wanted to buy it this time because quarantine. And so I looked for that, but they didn't have the regular one. They had the whole wheat one, which is fine. It's better, I guess, in a sense for me. So I bought that one. They didn't have the regular one, and then they didn't have any paper towels, and they didn't have any toilet paper, but they had everything else. They had eggs. Oh, they didn't have hand sanitizer. But they had eggs, and they had this one thing that I went to Trader Joe's to buy. I found out about it through Katie Hespe's channel. Um, she is a what are they called at Trader Joe's? The worker staff. I forget what they're called, but the staff. She's a staff person at Trader Joe's, and um she has a channel like just talking about all the new things that come into Trader Joe's, and I love her channel. She's just like your quintessential all-American amazing house mom slash working mom slash, I don't know, she's so cute. Her son is so adorable. Her husband just seems so nice, and they just do like these Trader Joe's hauls. Like she tells you exactly what's new. Like I know that a lot of people like know what to get from Trader Joe's through Instagram, but like I'm so not Instagram savvy. I think it's because I'm old, but or older. But yeah, her channel is so awesome. So you should definitely check her out, Katie Hespe. Yeah, and she was just talking about, some new stuff at Trader Joe's, and, trying to keep people's spirits up during the quarantine. And she talked about this, and her husband was like so excited about it. And that got me excited too. And usually whatever she says is new and available at Trader Joe's, like I can find at the Monrovia Trader Joe's because headquarters, awesome. But anyways, yeah. So this is what I went in for. I will show you what it is. I have it right here. It's this. Ah! It is this. See it? Cedar Ridge American Whiskey Explorer. As you can see, there are 5 bottles of whiskey here, and they look very like authentically like from like a like a small whiskey distillery because it has like handwritten numbers. They're like actually handwritten like with pen. I don't think it's printed. Let's see. No, it's like actual pen. Yeah, it's like actual like Sharpie, like extra fine Sharpie. So it's Cedar Ridge, established 2005, American Whiskey Explorer from Swisher, Iowa. And yeah, they have 5 different types of whiskey. I'll read it to you while you have a look. It's malted rye whiskey, Iowa bourbon whiskey, which technically, doesn't bourbon have to come from Kentucky? Am I wrong on this? But whatever, who cares? Single malt whiskey, and this one is a single cask selection. So I guess that's the one in the middle. I think this is a special one because it's a single cask selection. Single malt whiskey without the single cask selection designation, and a wheat whiskey. What is that? What is a wheat whiskey? I don't know, but I'm about to find out at some point during this quarantine. You know what? If I'm gonna be locked up, not locked up, but kind of holed up in my apartment for a long, I think it's good to have these. And these bottles are pretty big. This is my hand. So, and then I think it kind of like goes down. I haven't even opened it yet. It's kind of like the size of my hand for each one. And guys, guess how much this was? Guess how much this was at Trader Joe's? Guess. I'll take your guesses now. $50? $25? What do you guys think? $14.99. $14.99. That is such a good price. And like honestly, if you're not looking for it, like there's no way you could find it because it was like up on a shelf, like facing away. Like all I saw was a box, like a sliver of a box. But I was like, tunnel vision, going for the box because Katie Hespe told me about it. Like there's no way in heck I would ever know about this whiskey collection if I didn't watch her channel and I didn't see her husband get super excited about it. I think he said he wanted to do a taste test on it, and that was like 2 or 3 days ago, or 3 or 4 days ago. But I haven't seen the taste test yet. But if they put that up, I definitely want to see that. But yeah, $14.99, amazing. I mean, Trader Joe's is just known for their quality and their amazing prices and just having stuff that you want even before you know you want it, But yeah, so I went to Trader Joe's to find that, and of course I found, how much did I spend? I spent $99, a little over $99 and something cents. So I spent what, $14.99, $84 on other stuff just that I found, stocking up, not stockpiling because that's bad, but yeah, just stocking up on stuff. I bought like a big bag of apples, for example, because just apples seem pretty good right now. Again, like I was saying in one of my other videos, my tastes have changed. Like when I go to Trader Joe's, I usually get a bag of salad, 2 or 3 bags of salad, because I love to eat salad, but I just don't want to eat salad right now. I think part of it is just like freshness factor. Like I don't want to buy things that like will go bad in a few days. Like I want to buy things that will keep for like at least a week or two. Unless we're talking about like fresh fruit, because like that's just like a one and done type thing. Um but like strawberries, like I bought a thing of strawberries. But yeah, like I just want, things that are not like I have to eat it like today or tomorrow, because I may not want to eat it today or tomorrow. But with salads, like usually when I feel like I could just go out and like be in the sunshine and like go to get groceries whenever I want, um, getting salad just seems like a no-brainer. But now I just blast right by the salad section. And yeah, I'm just kind of like, no salad. But I want like apples. I want like I said, fruit roll-ups, remember? I already ate like 3 of them. Um what else? Just different things. Whiskey. I don't like drink it all the time. I like almost barely drink actually, but I've been really into making Manhattans. Like Manhattan is a cocktail that is close to my heart because I grew up in Manhattan. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I grew up near Manhattan, but I don't know. It's just like my flavor, Like people have like their flavor. Like people like dirty martinis. Why? Because they like the taste of olives and salt, But like I like a bourbon because I like how I mean, not a bourbon, a Manhattan, because I like the way like the liquor kind of mixes with like the sweet and whatever. So I have just like, I have the bitters. I have like a blood orange bottle of bitters, and I just bought that not because I'm like fancy hipster, but because, or maybe like a hipster wouldn't want that anyway because they're like about purity. Um, but I just bought it because it was like the cheapest bottle of bitters. Like a little thing of bitters is like $12. Like what? I don't even know what it is. So I just got like this big watered down blood orange version of bitters that was like the cheapest, like $5.99 or something. So I bought that. And then I have my sweet vermouth. And I bought a little thing of cherries, bottled cherries. And yeah, I make myself in Manhattan now and then, like maybe twice a week. And it's just good to have some bourbon and whiskey around for that. But these guys, I definitely want to try like straight first. But maybe Katie will, have it because I don't really know that much about whiskey. I don't really know that much about alcohol. I don't really know that much about anything. That's how I feel during this quarantine time. But anyways, do some of you feel like there's like a lack of leadership, or like there's just a lack of knowing what to, like people knowing what to do, Like yes, wash your hands, yes, stay indoors, but that just takes care of a little bit of your life. Like what else are we supposed to do? Like what else are we supposed to know? Like how are we supposed to deal with this? How are we supposed to deal with that? There's a lot of like uncertainty in that sense, and it's kind of unsettling. But um yeah, I am, if you feel that way, I am with you. I think the one good thing that we know about this situation is that we're all in it together. I'm sorry, I have a sniffly nose. I don't think I have coronavirus, but let me just take care of this 1 second. Yeah, like I just, the one thing that's really good about what's going on is we're all in this together. We're together on this. I guess I wanted to talk a little bit about blessings in disguise. So one blessing in disguise is that I got that thing of whiskey, which I don't know if that's a blessing in disguise, but because I don't think it's the quarantine that made me get it. It was Katie Hespe's video and just, her knowledge that made me get it. But yeah, it's a blessing regardless. Another blessing in disguise is just knowing that we're all in this together. I like that. Not feeling alone, even though I'm alone a lot. Another feeling that I feel is a blessing is just like I said, the sermon topic today was compassion, and just a lot more compassion that's going around, even within, like without me, like outside of me, and then also within me. I feel more compassion than I did before in general because I have to. I'm human, and everyone's going through difficult times, and we have to be there for each other. So I feel a blessing in that. But yeah, in general, I just want to know what do you guys feel blessed about? What are some blessings in disguise that you feel during this time that you didn't know before? Another person I'm following during this quarantine time on YouTube is Sonia Castaneda. I think her YouTube channel is called SC Castaneda. And she has been, teaching her son at home because she has no choice. But apparently he doesn't like school, and if this goes well and this experiment or so called goes well with her teaching her son at home, then she's just going to keep doing it, and that's a blessing in disguise, because she maybe wouldn't have even tried homeschooling or considered it very deeply without having actually done it and have seeing it be successful with her son. So yeah, I think that's great. I don't have any kids, but like the concept of homeschooling really scares me, which doesn't really make any sense because part of what I do for a living is tutoring. But anyways, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I just like the idea of like kids going to school and, socializing, and but also like my having me time. But that's all I have right now these days, me time. And I would like more interaction. And that's why I'm here. And another blessing in disguise, of course, is that hopefully I could find a YouTube family during this time, and we could be there for each other. Like I, want to be there for you as much as I can here. And then, we can comment and be there for each other. My dog is going nuts right now. He needs some non-social distancing interaction with me right now. So I think I'm going to end the video here, but I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I hope you're having a blessed day. If you're a Christian, I hope you had an awesome worship today, be it online or however you guys are doing it, at home, just reading the Bible together. I'll leave you guys with the verse that we had today during my worship time. It was Matthew. Sorry, let me just get it up. I wrote it down. Matthew 22, 37 to 39. It was, he said, no, 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 sorry. That was one of the other verses. The main verse was Matthew 9, 35 to 38, which reads, "Then Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the good news of the kingdom and curing every disease and every sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, 'The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore ask the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest.'" So it's just the concept of compassion and how Jesus felt for people who were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd, which I think is such a great way of describing people right now, all over the world, as a result of this pandemic. Um, but yeah, I mean, God knows, Jesus knows, for those of us who are Christian, and leads us. And um, I just hope you guys don't feel so helpless and don't feel so hapless, or sad. Again, I'm going to get to my dog right now. But I just want to leave you guys by saying I hope you're doing great. And I want to hear your hidden blessings or blessings in disguise. Put them down below. And yeah, I'm really just happy to be here with you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.